right, everyone, someone is going to jury trial today. So the jury is going to be brought up here at 10:30. And if your attorney is not here, I suggest you get on the phone and call them, because anything that is not taken care of this morning, you're coming back this afternoon. Attorneys, you know the court's rules. Please follow them, and it will be a fabulous Tuesday. So everyone, please confer. And for those attorneys who are here for jury trial, please do not sit here, and then when the jury comes up in the hallway, you have motions. If you have some motion that needs to be heard, it needs to be heard before that jury's in the hallway. Otherwise, it will be heard at some later time. All right. If you'll have him come down. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 8607 State versus Jose Posadas Mata. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense?
Damisela Chavira Brown, the defendant.
And are you Mr. Mata?
Yes.
All right, if you'll raise your right hand for me, please, the interpreter. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Your Honor, the interpreter's name is Jorge Valle.
All right. So counsel, you filed a motion for continuance. Are you still proceeding with the motion for continuance?
No, Your Honor, I'd like to withdraw that motion, please.
All right, then the motion will be withdrawn and not ruled upon. And it's my understanding state you tendered a dismissal?
That's right.
All right. So Mr. Mata, the state has tendered a dismissal because the complainant is waiving prosecution. So that just means that the complainant is waiving prosecution. It would probably be in your best interest not to talk to or go near the complainant. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
All right, then I will sign the dismissal.
Thank you, Judge.
Is there anything else?
Nothing further.
All right, we can go off the record. You'll probably be released at midnight. That's the way the system works.
I understand.
All right, thank you.
May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Toma asiento.
Who's here on Christopher Weezer?
Present, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Weezer, if you'll come down. All right, thank you. Court is calling 2024 CR 6089 State versus Christopher Weezer. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Rosenberg for the state.
Defense?
Rene Munoz.
And are you Mr. Weezer?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there an application in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, off the record. The person who just walked in, Deputy Laura, are they on the docket? Excuse me. You with the high ponytail who just walked in? Sitting next to the guy in the black suit jacket with the gray top? Yes. Are you on the docket? All right, thank you. All right, we're back on the record. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of violation of bond or protective order 2 times or more within 12 months? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the docket for a moment. Counsel, don't approach over here while we're on the record because it interferes. Yes, that's okay. All right, we're back on the record. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There are no applications. The state is taking in consideration 2024 CR 6090, 2024 CR 6091, 2024 CR 5923, and there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that you have no contact with Amanda Melchor, Melchor. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state? And the court does not have to follow those recommendations.
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If we may, Your Honor,
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
we're asking the court to follow the negotiated plea bargain agreement, Judge. I was talking to my client about some of the maybe drug issues he may be dealing with that is maybe a cause of him coming into the criminal justice system as he's done in the past. Talked to him about programs within the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, rehabilitative programs in terms of getting drug treatment, counseling, and help. And if he is granted parole, to take advantage of those programs that he'll have if he is granted parole after doing his requisite time on this case, Judge. So we did have that conversation, and we're just asking for the honorable court to follow the agreement, Judge.
All right, so what are your drug issues?
I had an issue with crystal meth. That's angry, you know what I mean? And then it went, I have a 2-year-old that led to arguing with my spouse and just spiraled into an ugly, bad relationship, went toxic, you know? And
Well, I mean, sometimes a relationship goes toxic because there's a person in the relationship
I was
who
the
is
person.
toxic.
it was me.
Yes.
And I do take responsibility for it. It's hard to swallow a 7-year sentence, you know what I mean? But I know that it's best for me to do that, get the help I need, and, you know, return and be a better father for my daughter, as well as my other kids.
All right, and so the mother of your other children, did you harass her as well?
Yes, we had an issue with fighting, going back and forth, same thing. It's a repeated cycle.
All right, court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. The court will take in consideration 2024 CR 6090, 2024 CR 6091, 2024 CR 5923. There's to be no contact with Amanda Melchor. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And I'll request the therapeutic community for you. However,
What is
I
that?
have no authority. I'll explain to you what it is. However, I have no authority for them to force you into that program. You'll have to request it. The therapeutic community is supposed to address any issues you have with substance abuse, maybe anger management.
The minor part, what is that about?
Oh, that means that if you want to have contact with your children, you're going to have to go to court, because for me, you will have to have someone supervise those visitations.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing further with regard to sentencing, Your Honor.
All right, so we can get off the record. Here's the thing. You're going to go to prison. You're going to do your time. I hope that you will learn to control your anger. I hope that you will learn that when somebody says a relationship is over, you know, you're an adult. Don't try to win them back. It's over. If they want to get back with you, then they will probably reach out with you. But don't get out of prison and say, you know what? I have changed, and start knocking on people's doors, because if you do, you're going to end up right back here because you're going to have another violation. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't get angry if there's another man that starts raising your children. You know why? Because you're at the prison and somebody needs to help raise your children. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you get out of prison, if I'm still here and you need to find a place for help with mental health issues, drug issues, or anger issues, you can come back here and I will pick up the phone, call a place, and direct you to where you need to go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I don't have, thank you. All right, who's here on Megan Hunter?
Present, Your Honor.
All right, where's Miss Hunter?
Your Honor, despite best efforts of defense counsel, have not been able to make current contacts with her. Although we had previously established contacts, that contact has fizzled out. I was aware that she had a court date today for the violation report that was filed with this court through pretrial services notification. However, I still do not have contact, and I do not believe she is here either, Your Honor.
All right. Then the court is going to rule on the violation report. And the court will issue a judge's warrant, remand your client without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Definitely, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who is here on Angie Ford? All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, have her come down. So counsel, are you ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
I am.
All right, court is calling 2021 CR 4750, State of Texas versus Angie Ford. And are you Angie Marie Ford?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ford, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? All right, you seem to be looking towards your attorney. It's this document that states what you're on probation for and what the state is saying you did not complete. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes.
And did you understand it? Are you the same Angie Marie Ford who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 4750 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on July 20th, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. All right, Ms. Ford, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Sure.
All right, do you have any family support? So what drugs have you been using?
It was crystal meth.
And how often were you using?
I had stopped for quite a period of time, and but recently I've had a lot of things happen in a short span of time, and I did start using again right up until my arrest.
What things happened?
Somebody that I had been staying with, taking care of, he passed away, and he was like a father figure to me. Where after that, I was evicted from the property, shot and killed 9 of my dogs, put water in my gas tank. I didn't have no job. My truck was not running, so I was living in my truck, and it became overwhelming. Really overwhelming. Instead of reaching out for help like I should have done, I ended up back in an old neighborhood, and started using again. I couldn't handle everything all at once, and that's when I did not check in. The probation officer asked me to check in, and I guess I felt like because I didn't have support anymore, I kind of gave up, honestly.
All right. All right, and this person you were staying with that you say you were taking care of, how were you being paid?
Well, the room and board, and then he paid for any expenses. $1,300 was paid. And the following week he was gonna pay the rest of my probation fees, and he passed away.
All right, so did he pass away because he had medical issues and that's why you needed to take care of him?
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
All right, so probation and everybody, I want to make this clear because as part of your conditions of probation, you're not allowed to be a home health care provider. You're not allowed to be around minors or any type of employment with minors. And you're not allowed to be around vulnerable persons. A person who has a heart attack, a person who needs someone to care for them, that's a vulnerable person. And that's not allowed in this court when you're on felony probation. Do you understand? All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. The court is going to deny the motion, extend for 2 years. And again, and I'm underlining it, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. She is not allowed to be taking care of vulnerable persons. And if there's an adult that needs her to take care of them, they are per se vulnerable people. Otherwise, they could take care of themselves. There is in custody. There's going to be a referral to felony drug court. Is there a need for an updated TAP or no?
No, Judge, your tap is still good.
All right, if she's not accepted into felony drug court, she needs to go to safety. And you wanted a mental health evaluation, probation? And mental health evaluation, that will be in custody. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I was gonna ask for a faith-based program, for referral to something faith-based. That has been a huge, factor for me. I'm in Bible school on the outside and I continue to do my classes and everything here. So if something faith-based would be really helpful.
All right, so let me explain something to you. If you could write your own program, you wouldn't be here on a motion to revoke. So you don't get to write your own program. You are either going to felony drug court. If felony drug court does not accept you, then you are going to safety. That's what's going to happen. And what's with the tattoo on your neck?
By God's grace.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you need from the court? Probation, anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank
Have a
you.
seat,
I
Madam
appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Always good seeing you.
You too, Judge.
Are you feeling better?
I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's from diabetes. Sometimes it acts out and it's really a pain. Anyway,
Okay.
have a great day.
All right, you twos. You twos. Denise Thomas,
Good morning.
good morning. Why are you late for court? I'm sorry, what? All right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. You've got to make sure that you're on time. You understand? All right, who's the prosecutor on Denise Thomas? Yes. All right, you're set for jury trial today.
State is tendering and dismissed, Your Honor.
All right, so they're dismissing this case. They're saying because the complainant waived prosecution. I don't know any facts of your case, but what I do know is the state is only dismissing this case because the complainant decided they're going to waive prosecution. So it's probably in your best interest not to be around that person. You understand? Because what you're charged with, the range of punishment is 2 to 20 years. You understand?
Thank
There
you,
you are.
Your Honor.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your time as always.
All right, have a good one. All right, who's the prosecutor on Gill? It's a DWI? Oh, hi. So Mr. Gill came in late. His attorney filed a motion for continuance. I don't know if you have a copy of it, but
No,
he's
no.
actually in Del Rio in
Oh.
federal court. So of course, as we know, federal court takes precedent.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're asking for opposing it, we're not.
All right, Christopher Gill. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, why were you late this morning?
Cause I just simply took like 2 buildings down, and then whenever I got here, there was a long line of people like trying to get in as well.
Okay, you need to make sure that you're on time, okay? All right, your attorney filed a motion for continuance. He's in federal court. And are you employed?
I just got employed by IBEX. It's like a computer.
What is your work schedule?
My work schedule, they're gonna give it to me.
Hmm.
They're gonna give it to me this week. They're gonna give it to me this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have you come back on October 31st.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, give him a reset for October 31st. All right, we'll see you then.
Like, thank you.
All right. Keith Jones, court is calling. And excuse me, if counsel, if you all move towards that end. Court is calling 2024 CR 008303 and 2024 CR 008302. State versus Keith Jones. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Sharon Thorne for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones, in each cause number, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
State in each cause number, well, let's start with the cause number ending in 03. Are you proceeding on that as presented? And are you proceeding on the indictment as presented in 302? Did you understand, in one cause number, you're charged with tampering or fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair? And in the other case, you're charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. In each of those cause numbers, those are third-degree felonies. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and each cause number punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposing your application for community supervision, and it's the court's understanding there was no application for deferred adjudication. Is that correct?
That's correct, John.
The cases are to run concurrently with each other. And the state is taking in consideration 2024 CR 8299 and 2024 CR 00830. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Defense is at the plea?
That's correct, but I think it's 8301.
Okay, 8301. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, state is at the
That's-
plea?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And that's the plea, Your Honor.
All right. Any objections to the court removing from the plea bargain agreement where the state said they opposed your application for deferred adjudication since he's not applying for that?
No, officer.
No objection, Your
All
Honor.
right. And the reason why, make sure that's not there, because we've had incidences before where there's a big issue because that's there.
Well, thank you, Judge. Yes, we're not applying for deferred.
And then we have to find a court reporter to see what exactly what was said.
Oops. Read that.
Then in the cause number ending in 02, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No context.
And in the cause number ending in 03, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, in each cause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing, or are you asking for a PSI?
We're asking for a PSI, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so I can give you a PSI, but it's going to be a little bit, it's going to take a while. So
Okay.
if you would like, I can just reset it for witnesses and the state will bring me in his criminal history and I can make a decision from that. Or if you would like, I can still set it for a PSI and a TAP evaluation, but it'll probably be 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, Your Honor, the big issue is he needs help with drugs treatment, and so that's why we were thinking about the tax evaluation.
Okay.
You understand it's about 4 weeks down the road. Or do you want to, or you want
Or if you would like, since he's in custody, you're saying the sole issue is the TAP evaluation. If y'all want to waive PSI, you can waive PSI, and then we can just have a TAP ordered, and then we can
Okay.
set it for you to have witnesses presented if you want
Sure,
witnesses.
that would be great, Your Honor.
2 weeks. All right, I need a 2-week reset. And Mr. Jones, are you waiving PSI and asking for a TAP evaluation only?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, we'll be back on October 22nd. At that time, the court will make a decision on your application to be based upon, of course, the TAP evaluation and any other evidence that's presented. All right, so everybody else? All right, everyone, please move with a purpose, because guess what? We have a jury that needs to take those seats. Everyone else, you need to be back up here at 1:30.